Now, if the last lesson didn't make as much sense, that's okay, because this lesson should help clear things up, should put a bigger understanding out there for you. Now, this is the A position, as we talked about before. The B, G, and D strings, all 2nd fret. Now, the A string, in this case, is what's known as our root note. Kind of like the E. The E had a root note, and that was this string that wasn't being touched by your left hand. The A has a root note, and it's this string, the A string. Okay? Now, when you move this up to here, this is called the A sharp. Notice my middle finger's in no man's land. Okay? This is an A sharp, and we know that because when we've memorized this string, we know that this is A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F sharp, G, G sharp, A. Exactly like the scale that I gave you at the bottom there. Mine starts on A because A is always a good place to start in the beginner alphabet. And this one we'll know is A sharp, B, just like we learned in that one lesson about the B. C, this is another way to play C. C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F sharp, G, G sharp, and A, way up there. Okay, so from that you can take every chord, everything we've talked about, these chords like C, this is a C, and this is a C. This is a G, and this is a G. From there you can play other songs that are a little faster, a little better, because you've got like Sweet Home Alabama. Again, we'll work with that one. Start on the D, move to the C, G. And we know this because the, again, the A string, my pointer finger in this position is pointed at the A string, 5th fret, which is a D. A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D. Put my finger there, make my A like normal. Okay? Big wheels keep on turning. Carry me home to see my king. And you can see how I don't have to ever really leave the guitar. Not like the first chords we learned, where I gotta pick my fingers up and move them around. So from these two, you can play pretty much everything. Now, I would recommend going to Google and Googling beginner guitar songs. You'll find lots of things like Yellow by, oh gosh, what's that band's name? Coldplay. And theirs is all simple chords, or like A, E, and D, or A, E, and D. You can play it in so many different ways, whatever's more comfortable. You got A, E, D, or A, E, D. A lot of pop songs are played that way. So once you've learned all those positions, which I know is a lot, that's why we've broken the A and the E position up, you can play pretty much any song. We'll start learning about a little bit more complicated chords in the next lesson. Also, just to note, the D can't actually be moved anywhere, nor can the C. It just doesn't sound good, or the G. They don't sound like regular chords, and that's because only the A and the E can be moved anywhere around the neck. And so keep that in mind when you're learning. You've got at least 2 different ways to play almost every chord. The B, there's no way to get around it, unfortunately. This is the only B there is. And the F, this is the only F there is. So you have to get used to those 2 at this point. So good luck and rock on.